Hello YouTube. I'm on a fresh shave. Anyway, I thought I'd make some videos whilst I'm driving because I spend a lot of time driving, and when I'm driving I'm thinking. So I thought it was probably the best way to be able to get my point across. I wanted to talk about fitness stuff. Really, sorry. Really, like fitness. What I've learned recently from the amount of rowing I've been doing is that it's humbled me, because I know now how much time and effort is required to get good. Like the volume of work you need to do to get good is incredible. When I went to the British Indoor Rowing Champs, which anyone can enter, you don't have to be of a level, anybody can enter it. And out of 70 I finished 37th mid-table. Didn't really put, I did alright, but I could have done a lot better. And I realised that when I was there, that all of the guys who were there, obviously most of them rowed for a team. Some of them were British Army, some of them were British Navy, most of them were from a rowing club. But it made me realise that they are putting in a serious amount of volume, more volume than I was putting in, or that I have been putting in. I've been concentrating a lot on intervals, like 1,000 repeats, and a lot of 5Ks, but quite fast 5Ks. But I hadn't really been concentrating on the longer, slower stuff, and I think that's where I was going wrong. I think that's what I need to really concentrate on more, and that's what I have been doing more. Well, when I read about any endurance athletes, they're runners or cyclists, like the majority of them are training 80% in the low heart rate zones, and you only have to look at the top runners, top marathon runners, half marathon runners, the 10K runners, even probably the 5K runners. You only have to look at them to realise that the majority of their work is done in the low zones, and they're doing 90, 100, 120, 150k a week. I saw a chart, actually, I'll put it up here. And it was a chart, it was a graph of the amount of volume or mileage or distance covered in a week compared to that athlete's finish times in a marathon. And the curve ran true. The curve ran like this, and basically the athletes who were putting in the most work throughout the week, or the highest amount of volume, were on average finishing in a lower time. And it totally made me think about, like, that has to apply to cycling, to rowing, to swimming. Like it has to run through all the sports. Whoa, that was mad. So I'm driving, obviously, but people do some crazy stuff on the road. That was close. Anyway, yeah, so that all said, what I'm getting at is that for me, am now starting to do a lot more slower, longer pieces. I've been getting up to about 80 to 90k a week now on the rower. What I've been doing is I've been doing like a 30 to 35 minute piece at around 145 heart rate or 19 strokes per minute, and I'll do one of those, call it 35 minutes, then I'll have about a 7.5 minute rest, get some water or get some fluids in, and eat something, and then go again 35 minutes, stroke rate 19, stroke rate 19, heart rate about 145. Towards the end, I still keep that stroke rate at 19, but my heart rate does get up to about 150. But I still think that is, for me, in my zone 2. It's the higher end of the zone 2. Could I hold a conversation? I haven't actually tried, but I think I could just about hold a conversation. So that to me proves I'm in zone 2. I guess you'll never really know, but I think as long as you're, in that around, well, for me anyway, around 145, 148, something like that. Yeah, but as soon as I increase my stroke rate to 20, 21, or even push down a bit harder with the legs, my heart rate does jump to 155 plus. So I have to be mindful or conscious of that, So yeah, anyway, that's a little bit of what I've been up to, and I'm going to keep doing that. I'm on to about my 3rd week of doing some longer, slower stuff. 3rd week of doing around 90k a week on the machine. So I'm going to do that for another week, and then that'll be a month. And then what I'm going to do then I'm going to test either my 2k or my 5k to see where I'm at. And if there's no improvement, I hope there must be surely some improvement. If there's not, I'll have to reassess, because obviously I'm doing something wrong. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to start making a lot more videos like this, actually, just to do with things that I'm training on, and things I'm thinking about to do with my training, day in, day out, because it is always on my mind. I spend a lot of time training, so it's what I am always thinking about. How can I improve, or what can I do, or what haven't I done? I think a lot about my nutrition and my sleep, and obviously with us, we've got 3 young kids. We both work shifts, so sleep isn't always perfect, and I do think that sleep is the key. If you could bottle up and sell sleep as a drug, it would be, well, I guess it'd be a class A, wouldn't it? Because it's pretty good. Anyway, thanks for listening to my little, I guess it's not a rant, but it's a little piece about what I'm up to. And yeah, hopefully see you on the next one. Laters.